Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching this. Today we're looking at how much fitness a cyclist can lose with just 4 weeks off the bike. Now, a reason that a cyclist, maybe like yourself, might take some time off the bike is maybe at the end of a long race season. Maybe you just don't like riding in cold weather, so it's time to take some time off. It's a great opportunity to refresh your body, but not only that, to refresh your motivation for why you ride. Training's really hard, and as much as I enjoy it, when it comes to October, November sort of time, you just don't want to do that sort of riding anymore. Now, for me personally, in 2020, obviously there's not been that much racing, so I haven't had a chance to race an entire season of local races, but I was enjoying training quite a lot. I was going through the whole plan on Trainer Road and really quite enjoying it actually. I managed to get my FTP to the highest it's ever been, so I was really enjoying it. Now, it did reach a point where it was time to take a break and the good weather was starting to disappear. So yeah, my girlfriend booked a week away, and then when I got back, sort of commuted to work a couple of times. Wasn't really riding that hard, definitely wasn't training. Quite enjoyed having the freedom to ride wherever, however I wanted. So that brings us on to today, ramp test day. It's important when training to test yourself to, number one, measure that you're improving, so every 5 weeks you see a bump in fitness, but also number two, to make sure that the training plan that you have going forward is set to the right level. It would be no good me jumping back into workouts where my fitness is set at where it used to be, because I'm not as fit as I was a few weeks ago. So I would just end up overworking myself and digging myself into a bit of a hole. So that fitness test, in this case a ramp test, is really important. So 4 weeks ago I was at my fittest. My FTP was 288. Might not sound like much, might sound like a lot. It doesn't really matter what the number is, let's just take that as that was my fitness 4 weeks ago. So let's go back to this morning and see how I got on with the ramp test. It's pretty early, just got to get set up and meet the boys online. Let's go. Hey, just wanted to add some context to the ramp test. It was a group workout on Trainer Road. There were supposed to be 3 of us, only ended up being 2 in the end. Looking at you, Philip. So just wanted to make that clear in case you see me talking to myself. Wasn't actually talking to myself, was on a group workout on Trainer Road. Also, didn't have very much great footage of the ramp test. Will do better in the future. Just gonna put together whatever I have, so yeah. Ooh. Okay, I'm very nearly ready. Okay, this is the worst start to a thing ever. All right, now I'm calibrated. I'm ready to go. I don't know if you have the time to wait for him though. I think we need to get going. Okay, this is a pretty big moment. This is it. No, okay. I'm feeling okay. I reckon I got 3 minutes. out there. That is insane. Whew. Okay, ramp test done. Let's go sit down and have a look at the numbers, shall we? So that was pretty horrible, as ramp tests normally are. I do find that they don't hurt nearly as much as the 20-minute test. Would highly recommend using a platform that has a ramp test. Anyway, let's get on to the results, shall we? 4 weeks ago, FTP of 288, pretty much 4 weeks off the bike, brings me to an FTP of 271. So 17 watts lost to my FTP in that time. So what does that mean going forward? Well, I'm actually pretty happy with that result. So you have to expect some kind of fitness loss over that time. I literally have barely been riding my bike, so you can't just expect the fitness to stay. But what's really clever about the human body is that once you've reached a level of fitness, it doesn't take as much training to get back to that level that you've already been at. GCN did a video where Dan Lloyd tried to get as fit as possible in 4 weeks. Now he's previously been at a really high level, so even after taking a couple of years off the bike, his fitness can grow 15 to 20% in just 4 weeks. It's pushing through that limit that you've never been to before. That takes the effort. So here I am at 271 watts. If I can get back up to the limit where I was 4 weeks ago by the end of winter, for example, then that gives me the whole riding and hopefully racing next year for me to grow beyond that previous peak. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to get going. It's just time to do the work now. What I will say is if your motivation is waning a little bit and you haven't really taken a break before because you're worried about losing fitness, don't be. I think it's far more important to enjoy riding your bike and have the motivation to ride your bike or to train or whatever you want to do. That's far more important than losing a little bit of fitness. So the fact that I'm at 271 watts compared to 288, whatever the numbers are, it doesn't matter. The fact that I've lost a little bit of fitness, I'd rather do that and gain the motivation to ride again than keep riding through trying to increase my fitness all the time and eventually hating it, and then how much time are you going to take off the bike? So there we have it. 4 weeks pretty much off the bike and I lost 17 watts. That pretty much works out at about 6%. So I'm quite happy with that. 4 weeks is quite a long time. If you've ever taken 4 weeks off the bike, or you know, every year you take some time off the bike, let me know in the comment section down below how it affects you and how it affects your training. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this sort of content and you want to see more from me, then look out for the next videos. Get involved in the comment section down below and let me know what you think of this video. Thanks for watching.